How's it going, everybody? My name is Infamous Isaac, and I'm here with, I guess, kind of like a rant video slash me talking about something. But I'm gonna be talking about Boruto today, right? And I just want to talk about this for a while because every episode, the desire to say something about this has grown. Oh, by the way, I made Robin from Eddie's Lobby as pixel art. This isn't mine. I used the source for it, so I don't want to take any credit for it. But I just wanted to have it in the world because it looks really cool. I gotta change the skin tone on her face because it doesn't match with anything else on her body. Like this is all lighter, so I gotta either put some shading on it or just make everything else that color. But I also changed Goku as well. I forgot to mention that. I gave him that darker GT tone instead of just having him with that like that birch color. So he looks more normal now. He looks fire. But yeah, so I want to talk about Boruto, right? Because it's a show slash like manga, or not like, but it is a show slash manga where it gets a lot of hate. It gets a lot of hate, criticism, sometimes even disdain from people from community, you know. And I never really been like I never been a hater for it. I never try to outwardly hate the show because I know that's not gonna do anything for itself. It's just gonna I'm putting out negative energy to something that already has a lot of negative energy. But I want to talk about how I'm feeling about the show right now because it's changed. It's changed a lot from how I felt like let's say a year ago or something. Because a year ago was the manga canon, but now it's not. And ever since the manga canon ended, I was enjoying the anime filler, or well, the anime canon, excuse me. Like, this show runs in a way where you have the manga canon when it comes out. You use the manga material since that comes out first, and it influences what the anime does. But then you have the anime and filler canon, which are used as a way to space out between each manga canon. And manga canon can take like years to come back because I don't even know when the next manga canon is gonna come back. I know I've read it. I know what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna mention it for people who haven't read it, but I don't know when it's gonna come back. I legit just don't. And it's gotten to the point where Boruto came out like 2017, Super came out like 2015, I think, and Super has more anime or manga canon in its show than it does Boruto. And Boruto's been running ever since 2017. It's been running for 5 years, while Super ran for like three, four around there. And of course, the show's shorter, so it's bound to have that. But with Boruto, the anime canon for me just burns me out at some points because it happened before when when the Momoshiki stuff ended and I was watching and I was like, oh, this is cool, the anime canon, it's whatever, whatever. I didn't read the manga at that point, so I didn't know what was canon or not. But I was watching it and I just at some point I got burned out. It was around like the Hogu or the Hozuki prison stuff before that. So I just got burnt out and then I picked it back up and I watched it again all the way through. And then, my friend Reaper, he watched it as well and he's also caught up. And now past the what's his face, the most recent manga canon, excuse me, that got animated. It was it was great. Like legit it was great. There's no well there might be some complaints for some people, but I don't have any. I thought it was great. And then you just go back to the anime canon. Like we've been in the anime canon for about 40 to 60 episodes. We just been sitting here slogging through it. And some people may like it, some people don't. I know I'm getting burnt out on it for certain, right? And I don't want to hate on this show unnecessarily. I'm just saying for certain that I just get bored and burnt out on some of the anime canon when it just drags on for too long. Because this has been dragging on for way too long. Like with the Hidden Village of the Mist. Like when that arc ended, I was ready to go into some anime or some manga canon because that arc was it was rough. It was rough to slog through. But then we just went back to more anime canon. There hasn't been filler in a long time. We just went back to more of it. Here we. But we're still here. We're still with the anime canon. And I know why they're doing this. It's obviously because you need to space it out. And that's just the way that they want to keep the show going is by having more material out than just having a drought and having like a seasonal thing. Which to each their own. Every studio can choose the way to go about it. But with this format with Boruto, it's different than how One Piece handles it because One Piece has the material to go week by week since it's released weekly. It can manage to do that, but Boruto can't. Boruto can't do that at all because it's monthly, and every time that it catches up, it's just anime canon on top of anime canon. So at this point, I would prefer for Boruto to just be seasonal. So I wouldn't have to just sit here with this some nonsense sometimes. And I didn't mention this earlier, but not all anime canon is bad. Like I don't want to give that impression to people who may have watched this show or not. Like I don't think all anime canon is bad. That would just be me being unnecessarily mean and hateful. And I'll be lying to myself. Like I've enjoyed anime canon. I'm not trying to say that I haven't. It's just over the span of time that I've watched this show, I've come to appreciate the seasonal style more than I have this style. While I get content every week instead of just waiting like 8 months to like a year for anime content, or sometimes even 4 years when it came to Attack on Titan, from the first season to the second season. Oh shoot, I gotta get out of this tree, this forest. I gotta get out of there. But at this point, I would just prefer the seasonal format for Boruto because imagine having a seasonal format for this show where it's only manga canon. Like the show would be in better state than it is now. People would appreciate it more, and people obviously would be like, "Oh, Boruto isn't as good as Naruto," blah blah blah. Which, oh, I don't know why I'm so tired. I got like 9 hours of sleep, but people would say that, and obviously, because I mean, some of it is true. The Boruto isn't as good as Naruto, and that's just it's hard to admit, but it is facts. But if there was a seasonal format for it, I would enjoy watching the show so much more because I have something to look forward to. And here I do have something to look forward to as well, but I have to look forward to it because of the slog fest that is the anime canon. The anime and filler canon just make it so much harder to watch the show. So having a seasonal format where you all you ever get is manga canon at the price of it taking a little bit longer to come out, I'd rather have that than just have the literally the same thing of waiting for the manga canon to come out, but having filler basically in between it. I don't want to see any of that. I just want to get to the point of it, right? If that, excuse me, if that's how it was, I would just consistently be excited to watch the show instead of just having that format because that only works for shows that have the material to keep going or the format to keep going. Like One Piece has that format because it slows and pads out its episodes, but it still has the manga canon included in it, or embedded, excuse me. So it can manage to do that while consistently staying behind the manga canon just enough so they can they can be able to feed off of it, use it as material. Oh, here. But Boruto can't do that. Again, because of how often the manga releases and how they release their manga canon in the anime. So it's just harder overall. And granted, I'm just speaking on this as a fan, not as like an animator or anybody in that realm, in that field, because I have no idea what goes on back there, right? I'm just saying on how I would like to see it. And granted, maybe some people don't even agree. People maybe, or excuse me, holy, not PB, not people. Jeez, people may view it differently, like way differently. So I can understand that. I can understand it completely. It's just with my experience with the show. This is what I would want from it. Because I know I would appreciate it more with the consistency. Oh, because it would make it consistent, excuse me. And the quality would still be there. If not, it would improve because you have more time to work on it. You could put more funding into it. Like I feel like something like that, like a change like that would improve my viewing experience on it. Hopefully, maybe towards others. If not, what would you do for it? I would be really interested to hear that. But it would just I would see it as a complete improvement. You get quality at the cost of waiting. You get shorter shorter arcs, but it's all manga canon, so you get that original material. It would be condensed. You would have less episodes, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's better for some people. But again, it comes at the cost of waiting. But to counter argue for a counter argument again, we're just waiting that long regardless. It's just now we don't have anime filler or anime canon plus the filler. So that's how I would do it. That's how I would view it. Because right now, like the anime canon and the filler, it's just bro. Sometimes you could only take so much. You can only take so much of something like that and not get tired of it. But that's just how I feel. Jeez, I can't talk today. Holy. Jeez, even now, like after having a PS5 for like 4 months or something, I still try to click on the home menu like I would a PS4. It's ingrained to me at this point. But hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all for watching as always. If you guys, well, alright, excuse me. If you all enjoyed this video, let me know. If not, of course, let me know. Um, well, what was I gonna say? Oh, if if you all have a different approach to that topic on how you would handle this anime, would you change anything? Would you not change, or would you not change anything? Would you leave it the same? What do you like about it? What don't you like about how it's going right now? Let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to hear about it because at the end of the day, it's all a discussion. And an opinion isn't or a discussion isn't a discussion if it's only one opinion. So let me know down below. Hope you all enjoyed though. As always, it's been Infamous Isaac, and I'll check y'all out. Yo, I can't get over it. Oh my gosh, look at that, bro. It's so cool.